Wisconsin. On last week's show, we got a glimpse of life in the Class A Midwest League from the player's point of view. Tonight we get the story of Bob Lee, a former minor league pitcher who is now the president of the Kenosha Twins. It's really a story of a dream come true.
We're kind of the hub of the community, and it's something to be proud of being in professional baseball. And that was all part of my dream, to have this community have something positive to have for the city of Kenosha, not something negative like, well, if American Motors leaves, you know, the last one to leave the town, turn out the lights. I don't think that way. I think positive. I mean, I believe that Kenosha's here to stay. We're on a beautiful lake. There's a lot of potential. The mayor believes it. I believe it. City council believes it. And somebody's got to go out and talk and think positive. And if you don't think positive, then you might as well hit the road and leave Kenosha, because it's got nowhere to go, and I believe in the city, and I think the fans have proved that this year. Close to 75,000 people have bought tickets for the ball club. They bought them, gave them to their personnel and so forth. Our advance bonus tickets and stuff like that. We have a senior citizens rate, and our prices are right. You know, for $1 you can come out and have a beer. For $1 you can have a hot dog. And we're going big league. We've got the insulated containers for the people. We plug them in before the game to get them hot. So we're trying to do a major league job on a minor league scale.
I think you will all agree that the Midwest League plays a good brand of baseball, and that I'm sure a lot of the players that you've seen on this diamond during the summer are future Major League Baseball players. But I do thank you people. You have a beautiful community here, beautiful city. Now you have a beautiful ballpark. You have a lot of great citizens to support a team. Speaking on behalf of the players, we certainly thank all of you for helping make our summer so enjoyable. Thank you.
I like this town. This is one of the best towns I've played in, you know, because the people come to the ballpark, they root for you, they back you. You know, when we first got here, they went way out of their way to help us find places to live, get us transportation, stuff like that, you know, cook us meals. So, you know, I got no complaints. It's been great.
I've talked to people and I said, you know, if your son signed a major league contract with a professional baseball team and he got sent out to Wausau, Wisconsin or Springfield, Illinois, wouldn't you like to have the fans go out there and pull for your son?
I think every community is looking for a different way of entertainment. And this is certainly a good way for them. It certainly isn't going to compete with Major League Ball, because Major League Ball is a different dollar value to begin with. But the caliber of this entertainment is good, and you don't have to put up as much to come out and see it.
For $2, I'd rather send my kid here than to take my chances on some PG movie for $4 and wonder what is he going to see for a 4 or 5 minute segment in that PG movie. Here, all he's going to see is Bob Lee promoting the Kenosha Twins and a good baseball game.
We really appreciate the support of all the fans in the city of Kenosha. And I also would like to have you take a look at that scoreboard and your program, because without people that help support our ball club here, we're in trouble. And these people did a tremendous job, and I would like to have just a round of applause for the people that believed in the Kenosha Twins organization and bought this advertising and made this a dream come true.
People can feel if you're sincere or not. If you're not, there's nobody going to come out here. You just can't come up to a guy and say, hey, I'm a nice guy. Come out and support this team. And in your heart, you're saying, hey, come on out. I need your money. Bring some people, spend a lot of money. That's not the point. I got a business. If I fail here, I lose a couple $1,000s. Okay, that's not the world. I've had customers that I've done plumbing for. I'm still trying to collect my money. They stuck it to me, you know? So I don't have no big thing to lose. None of the investors have no big money to lose. They're all in business. We've got bankers. We've got people that own foundries. They own beer distributorships. I mean, if they lose the $5,000, well, I'm sorry, but we didn't lose it. I didn't take them down the road, and they believed in it, and we've made something here in this community that they can be proud of. And it's just a great feeling, and I think...
You did the right thing, I would guess, from the outside, making a tavern keeper your treasurer.
Well, that's right. Yeah, Jesse Como says he watches his nickels. I'll tell you what, there's not too much on the cuff. He writes everything down.
The kids have all been happy here in the town. The community's supported the boys on and off the field, and that's what makes the whole thing go. It's been a very happy situation, and one we hope the Twins and Kenosha can continue for a long, long while.
To make people happy is what it was my goal is. I've always, I know it sounds corny, but I've always, I'm a Catholic, and when I prayed, I always, you know, asked the big guy if there's some way in life I can make people happy. And this goes on for years, you know. And all of a sudden, everything came about. I'm proud for the people that believed in me. I think it's a tribute to them. I think it's something nice that sometime in your life You can do something for your community.
You know, there's a real charm and sincerity about what we just saw going on in Kenosha. I almost didn't think that those kind of things happened in baseball anywhere anymore.
That Bob Lee really had a tremendous sincerity in the enthusiasm that he brings to the town and his commitment to it.
And to find out what it's like to be a minor league baseball player in 1984.
At this level, our job is more to teach. There's no question about it, because most of these players don't know a lot of that. They haven't had that much experience. A lot of them are probably playing a new position for the first time. So down at this level of ball, you're doing as much teaching as you are managing. I'd been associated with the major leagues a long time, and it was a tough adjustment for me because I think I expected too much out of these younger players. I hadn't been in the minor leagues or associated with it in so long. I expected those guys to know all the fundamentals and to know a little bit more about the ball game than a lot of them did.
I came here to learn how to catch, and they had planned for me to be in Double-A, playing first base. And since Duffy was here, you know, the opportunity to learn how to catch was better here than it would be in higher ball. So I hope I get a shot to play Double-A next year. You know, how many guys can get paid for having fun, playing something they like?
They get paid for doing this, and I want them to act like professionals. I don't want them, this is not college baseball, this is not Little League, it's not semi-pro ball where you can go out there in a pair of shorts and do any old thing. I want them to run balls out. I want them to run on the field and off the field. I want them to look like a professional baseball player.
What do you look for in attitude, and how do you know what kind of attitude these kids have?
Well, they must have pretty good attitude because they're not making much money in this league, and they're playing, and they all give you, they all put out a good effort.
I make $8.25 a month, and you know, that's decent for A-ball. A lot of guys make between, I think the minimum they could pay, it went up to $7 this year. And if you played last year, you know, the minimum was $600. So some guys are making $650, and some guys are making $8. But you won't find too many guys in A-ball making over $1,000.
They don't really make enough money where they can afford to go out and do much anyway. So a lot of them, it's a lot of laying around hotels and playing backgammon and dominoes and cards and etc.
I love to watch cartoons, so that's what I do. You know, I'll wait till about 2 o'clock and then, you know, catch the cartoons. So to get up to time to come to the field. What do you do all day?
All day?
Yeah.
Sleep till about 12 and then do what you got to do, clean house, whatever. Well, once a week clean house and nothing really. Sit around the house, wait till 4:15.
Hopefully I won't be here next year. I'll be somewhere else.
Where are you going to be a year from now?
I don't know, but I hope it's at the next level up. That's what my goal is.
Well, how's it feel to be in Kenosha, Wisconsin after playing ball in Florida? Did you grow up in Florida?
Yeah.
What's it like playing up here?
It's a lot nicer playing pro ball instead of college ball. So it's a lot nicer. But the weather-wise, Florida's a lot better.
Weather-wise?
Yeah.
How about women-wise?
Florida's a lot better. There's not very many women around here.
Have you discovered any women in Kenosha?
A few, yeah. But, you know, that's not why I'm here. I'm here to play ball.
When my daughter, who's 16, a couple of players dated her. That was a unique experience. I not only had to worry about my daughter's curfew, but the players also. So there's been a lot of new experiences for me this year.
Bus trips is something else. I mean, 4 and 5 hour road trips. Probably anybody down, you know. Me, I'm pretty much of a self-motivating person, but bus rides sort of just take it all out of me, you know.
Sometimes we get the nice bus. We have a TV and video game in the back, card table. That's the nice bus.
A lot of future major leaguers have played in this league, and I remember seeing Von Hayes here, and Ken Herbeck, and Guy Eddie. We got to give a guy some time, right? You know, especially you got. Even in this league here, you know, there's players here that they have certain tools that you have to stay with because you know it's in them, and eventually the tools are going to work out.
How many years are you going to give this to see if you can make it?
You can't put a number on it. There's too many guys that cut things short by, say, 4 years, and then all of a sudden they quit, and then they always think back when they're talking with their friends, God, if I could only, maybe one more year and I could have made it. You know, I don't want to have that feeling. I want to stick around as long as I can, and then when I finally say to myself, well, I better go someplace else because it's getting late, you know, I'm getting old or something. But, you know, I'm 24. I think I got a lot of time left, you know, and I think I have enough ability to make it.
Well, Well, it's that time again. It's time for predictions, but we're going to start with the first one. 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 We're going to start First time for everything. He doesn't come to either one. Nothing. All the years. That's the first one, maybe. He hasn't been there. Big Carl. You're good, Carl. That's Carl.
Okay, you're recording now.
It's going?
It's going. Go ahead.
Roll? How do I stop it?
You push the gray button again.
Oh, this is on and off.
On and off. That's all you got to remember. Okay, just keep it left and slow. Sure you are right now. You're going.
See better this way.
Did you stop it?
And I got.
You're on, Ucky.
Okay. All right, you're on. Backward?
Becker.
Ray,
How are you?
good, Ray.
Glad to see you.
I mean, I can probably just.
In shape. You get your zoom, okay.
Back here a little bit.
You got off? Okay, get everybody else. Shoot from back there, because you got shadow. Yeah, shoot this way.
Get a little more. There.
Hey there. Eugene, you got both green lights on?
Yeah.
Lights on?
Yeah.
Get them in there, Al.
Get in there. Is she automatic focused?
Hi, Harvey. Hey, how you doing? Oh, yeah.
Hey, Mike. Hold on.
Is that...
What's this channel 4 news?
Channel Kenosha.
Channel what? 66?
Gentlemen.
For the folks at home, right?
Right. Maybe the winter get together. Who knows?
Get Avey over there. We're going to the Hall of Fame.
Hall of Shame.
The Hall of Fame. Museum.
Hey, McNeil. Get over here.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, bring that girl. Hi. Pedro, how are you?
Pretty good.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Hey, boy, you're a great big guy.
Huh?
You're a great
big guy.
Oh, Gene Becker. Hi.
I called you a couple of times, you know. To get you. That's good.
My wife wanted to come out, but she can't, so she can't get out. And I hope that some of you guys could come to see her, you know?
Sure, good idea.
Oh,
Get over here.
We just can't even make these
tell me what to do. Hey, brother, how are you? Yeah, okay, I'm good. Hey, I didn't
If I take that as a threat, then so be it. My wishes are I wish they would just try to play up the Anderson lead the field.
Carl, how are you? How are you?
Yeah.
I tell you what, I'm glad they
Oh, did you have a sign?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Did you work out there?
I don't think anybody did.
Everybody know it, I mean, what the hell do you want on the night right now? Just a little different change of position here. I got to watch that phone when I turn. Huh?
You get enough of these?
See you, hi, Ray.
Hi, George. How are
Yeah, Uncle Larry.
There he is.
Who's taking my picture? Hitting the ball or what? Great I don't know how many years he's played in Is that the second one you got going around?
They aren't going to be able to.
God damn it, no wonder they're howling.
We're going to have to come back after the game tomorrow.
Is all you're going to get? First, it's only clear. Which time do you tell me?
Did it win tonight?
I hope so.
You guys bet.
Holy cow!
No, I wasn't here, but I know what you're talking about because
They're away from home. They're trying to make
you're right. I guess my perception. I like this.
I walked over to tell him.
There you go. Have a match there.
The three option guys out. The scout signed up. He's gonna make friends. All right. See you.
Sign in, Larry. You gotta get up.
Nice to see you. Yeah, you guys. Good luck. Thank you.
Over here.
Yeah, let's keep catching them all here. They still got a chance to get in the playoffs.
Yeah, they do? Yeah.
It's almost the sixth best team.
Larry, turn around.
Hi, how are you, Chief?
It's 90 degrees. I was supposed to go Oh, no. Okay, you drink this.
See you, Duffy. Take care now.
The light goes up. Oh, the old time. Oh, yeah. The Salem Central crew. Holy cow. Oh, God, it's been a long time. Good to see you guys. We'll get you a good one, pal. Where's the catcher? Right here. Hey, all right. How you doing? I'm all right. Yeah, wait, bro. Wait, bro. Harvey. Hey, Harvey. Harvey. Hey, who called? It's like the old days. I'll run. Huh? I can run. I would like to land today's sport news. 19 of 25 players on the Minnesota Twins roster came out of their minor league system since 1981. And that just shows you the type of caliber of baseball in the Midwest League. And I feel it's probably one of the finest leagues in the country. There's a tremendous amount of talent here. And we're very proud as a city of Kenosha to have this baseball here in town. And we really appreciate your support. What we have tonight is our first in this format, the Kenosha County Old Time Baseball Players Association. And there's been a tremendous amount of talent right out here on this field, and a lot of guys that have played professional baseball themselves, semi-pro, professional baseball, league ball, and a lot of people that it's just kind of too short the time to mention them all, but people like Eddie Wavero, Marty Barndauer, Sid Sildana, forgive me if I forget them, Carl Fishback, people that supported baseball throughout the years in Kenosha, and that's why we're here. And I'd like to introduce our first president of the Kenosha County Old Timers Baseball Players Association, Mr. Gene Becker. Hey, Gene!
So I wrote down here a little bit of a message for the fans tonight. As Bob just said, tonight is our first get together for a new organization here in Kenosha, the Kenosha County Old Timers Ball Players Association. Quite a big night for Kenosha. It all started out last spring when Bob and I met out at the Parkside Brewers night. At that time we thought it'd be a good idea to form up an old-time ball players group to promote baseball in Kenosha and get together socially. We got to do that too, you know. Life goes on. We hope to be able to have a game possibly next year with the Racine Old Timers if they can get their act together up there. And do that with the most things, you know, donate this to charity possibly for scholarship funds or Coast Iowa Player Award to promote the semi-pro player. Or another idea was to keep up with a donation to a cancer fund for children called LODA, in the Southern Vermont. Our group so far, as you can see, got very good turnout today. We're very impressed. We've got over 50 members, some we haven't shown tonight. And if you're interested, if you want to join up, here are the qualifications to get in this organization. There's a $5 membership fee to join, which shouldn't break anyone. And if any of you fans are interested, you have to be 40 years of age, and you have been a player in Kenosha County, been connected with baseball in any official manner. It includes sponsors, umpires, players, played here in the Kenosha land area. But if you're interested in joining, you can see me tonight or over the Twins office. We'll be happy to hear you over there. Thank you very much. Thank you, Chief. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give these old timers a big hand. They put a lot of baseball and a lot of hard work into baseball. Really nice seeing them all. And after we have our national anthem, we've got an honored guest with us tonight. And we're off the first pitch tonight. And I'd like to have, when Ray goes out that first pitch, a nice round of applause from a great guy who's a personal friend of mine, and I'm glad that we can do this for Ray tonight.
We're visiting Wausau Timberers. A few reminders, they will vision seats. There are all the green bleachers down the right baseman Dave Kenosha. Batting eighth, wearing number 2, second baseman Ernie Gomez. Batting ninth, wearing number 12, the catcher Keith Kamichi.
I heard a lot about it.
And ninth starting pitcher, Ross Timber, leading the game with a 3-8 record. Wearing number 29, 31, left fielder Tom Copeland. Batting second, wearing number 26, center fielder Bell Wilson. Batting third, wearing number 30, right fielder Richard Jones. Batting fourth, wearing number 27, first baseman Mike Kylan. Batting eighth, wearing number 7, second baseman Doug Palmer. Batting ninth, wearing number 21, the shortstop Tommy DeSiglio. Ninth starting pitcher for the Twins, wearing number 55, Gerald Parham.
Well, he's serious. I'm trying to get that in there, Bob.
And that's official scorer is Scott Pedersen. I'm David Keever-Grant, and we hope you will now stand and join us in playing the evening's national anthem. Once again, throwing out the first pitch of tonight's ball game, former Chicago White Sox star Ray Ferris catching. Ray will be Duffy Dyer. Manager Duffy Dyer on the cover. You'll have a chance to win some valuable prizes from the following sponsors: Kenosha Area Chamber of Commerce, Riviera Tan Spa, Season's Greeting Card, Body Shop.